Hello. Hi. Must be the Jones family?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Heather. I'm going to be the funeral director assistant. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So, I'm so sorry for the loss of y'all's mom. I'm going to try and make this part as easy as possible for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. So, your mom's full name was Joy Louise Jones, correct?
Correct.
So, firstly, I'm going to go over all that we're going to accomplish in our conference today. First, we're going to be going over some vital statistics for the death certificate. That's going to help us to file that. Then we're going to go over the arrangements. We're going to go over the visitation, the service. We're going to look at some caskets, select a casket for her, and we can talk about putting an obituary in the paper. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So, Miss Joy passed away yesterday, is that correct?
Yesterday.
All right, so I'm just going to start with the vitals, okay? When's her birthday?
Her birthday was December 24th, 1962.
Okay. Where was she born?
She was born in Tampa, Florida.
Okay. All right. Now, when she passed away, was she married?
No, she was divorced.
Divorced. All right. And what's her address?
1352 Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay. And what did she do for a living? What was her usual occupation?
She was a nurse.
A nurse? Okay. All right. Did she serve in the armed forces at all?
No.
No. All right. Okay. And her race, did she have any Hispanic origins, or was she just Caucasian?
I believe she had, yes, she did.
She did? She was Hispanic? Okay. All right. And her highest degree of education, I know you said she's a nurse. Did she have a bachelor's degree? Or
She had a BSN in nursing.
So bachelor's. Alrighty. And what's her dad's full name?
Roy Jones Sr.
Roy Jones Sr. Okay. And her mother's name?
Dorothy Gates.
Dorothy Gates. Okay. And Gates is her maiden name, right?
Yes.
Okay. And now we get to the part where we need an informant. Usually that's the next of kin. I know there's two of you. So who would you like to be the informant listed on the death certificate?
I can be
Yes.
Okay. What's your full name?
Peter Jones.
Peter Jones. Okay. And what's your address?
123 Maple.
123 Maple. Is that a lane, street?
Maple Street,
Street.
Code West,
Okay. Great.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. All right. Alright, so now we're moving into the arrangements, the funeral arrangements, the visitation, the service. When were y'all thinking of having service?
2 days from now, so the 10th.
The 10th? Okay. I believe we can schedule that. Around what time? Are you looking for a morning, afternoon, or evening?
Afternoon, yes.
Afternoon, so maybe about, let's see, what, at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock?
12 o'clock would be fine.
12 o'clock, okay. Okay, now, will you be having the service at a church, or were you looking to have your service in our funeral chapel?
That's your funeral.
The funeral chapel, okay. Okay, now typically with the visitation, you could go one of two ways. You can have a visitation the evening before the service, or you can have a visitation the day of, just like an hour prior. Would you prefer to do it the day before or the day of?
I think the day of would be better, don't you think?
The day of?
The day of.
Okay, so let's plan on having family and friends arrive around 11 o'clock for the visitation. Now, I understand that we're looking to do a traditional burial, is that correct? Okay, so we're going to just look at some different casket options, okay? So our casket provider is called Batesville, and they have a wide variety of caskets. Now, you can touch the screen and scroll up and see what kind. We have all different kinds of wood.
We know that she would have wanted the mahogany, the premier mahogany one.
It's a very elegant casket. It's a nice choice. Okay, so the premier mahogany for sure.
Yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and note that down. All right, so are there any particular songs that you'd like played at her service? Anything special that you'd like us to play?
I would have held AC/DC.
Really? She's an AC/DC fan?
She loved that song. She really did.
Okay,
It was her
we
favorite
can
song.
do that. We can do that. I love AC/DC
We'll
myself.
line it up and do it.
Yeah. Everyone knew that she loved AC/DC. So.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I love that. Okay, so are we thinking about putting an obituary notice in the paper?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so how that works is you can write an obituary together, or I can help you write one here in the arrangement conference. And then once we have that, I can put it into the Commercial Appeals website to get you a quote on the cost of that. It's about $110 to set up, and plus $1.25 for every word. Would you like to include a picture in the obituary notice that you put in the paper?
I don't think so. What do you
No
think?
thanks.
No? Okay. All right. And let's see here. Where is she going to be interred at? Is she going to be interred at our cemetery at Memorial Park, or does she have property somewhere else?
No, we think that we'll just get a plot here.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we're doing for the casket the premier mahogany. And that will have to be ordered, but I believe we can get it in time for the service on the 10th. Okay? So, I think we've got everything. I just need to go over, you two are the only children?
Correct.
Okay, so Peter and Amber. And both her parents, are they alive or are they deceased?
They're deceased.
Okay. All right, any siblings?
No, she did not have any siblings.
Okay, no siblings. All right, so in the obituary that we're gonna put in the paper, and we're also gonna put it on our website free of charge. Sometimes guests or family or friends will send flowers to the service, and sometimes people may or may not want that. They may want, for instance, a donation to be made and the person's name to a charity in lieu of flowers. So is there anything any particular charity or anything like that that you'd like to do in lieu of flowers, or would you just prefer for people to send some flowers?
We prefer the flowers.
Yeah, the
Flowers? Okay. All right, I think that's all the information that we need.